Up and just talk a little bit. That's my drum chair, man. I'll fix it later. I'm going to let you go through the certain things. Okay, so this trip to West Virginia, there was, I think, about 384 kids, 11 states. Vans from 11 different states were there. So it was like when you drive up, it's this whole parking lot's full of white 15-passenger vans. It's pretty cool. So, but this trip was a very special trip. When there's a smaller group, it is a little bit more intimate. And the theme, I think, was for me a lot to talk about. You know, when you stand up, because a lot of, during our youth group times, before our mission trips, we talk a lot about discipleship. We talk a lot about standing for your faith and reaching out, and it's not about yourself. And I think that these kids really learned, this week about how to listen for Jesus' word. And that was a big thing for them, just to, like Stephanie was saying about the chair, the empty chair, and they just had a little soft light at it. And if you can just imagine, everybody was just completely quiet. And you know, if a pin dropped, you could hear it. But everybody was just closing their eyes and imagining if Jesus was sitting right there and him asking you, "What can I do for you?" It was powerful. It was like amazing. And, you know, and as the weeks go through, and she's going to fill you in on some of the other questions that they had is, you know, I know I was just cheating. I'm cheating a little bit. I know it. She's got little notes. Anyway, for me, you know, I can't explain it. Every year I just, you know,
Okay. I know, every year we're not going to do this.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, I'm not going to get upset.
It was a very challenging week, but I really liked the theme, what do you stand for? Each day we had a different question, and we went through a week of answering questions that Jesus would ask. One Monday was, what do you want me to do for you? So we'd go around thinking about that question, having a little devotions on what do you want me to do for you, and ask the kids, you know, those kind of questions. And then Tuesday was, why are you afraid? Which got into deep and what we are afraid of. And think again, these are questions Jesus is asking us. You know, why are you afraid? Wednesday was, why do you doubt? Question that was pretty powerful. I think a lot of us doubt that the Lord is there and he's in control and leading us. This was a very powerful day for me. And I think a lot of the kids, it was a good night on Wednesday night. And do you want to get well was on Thursday. Like, do we want him to heal us? Do we want to get well? And then Friday is, do you see anything? And that was a question of what we've seen for the week. So we are really learning about what we stand for and what Jesus stands for, and what we stand for through Christ. So we got little pins, and I had a guy already ask me a question.
Yeah, tell him about your story.
And this, we went to a restaurant, and he goes, so what do you stand for? And I said, I stand for Jesus Christ. And he goes, amen. And he was like, they were awesome. So that was my little thing with wearing my pin. But on the night of doubt, I had a week of I was put on a crew as a crew leader with one crew. I had 5 kids to build a deck and do painting. I don't know how to build a deck. None of my kids knew how to build a deck. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Number 1 project to get done was build the deck. So I'm calling red shirts every single day. Send me somebody that knows how to build a deck. The red shirt came out, said, "Did you read your manual?" Yeah. So bless his heart, my oldest kid on my crew was named Brad. He had already graduated, but he's going into culinary school, never did any carpentry work, and he actually built this whole deck. It was amazing. By the end of the week, we did complete the deck with the help of our red shirt, but Thursday and Friday, they sent me a crew each time that supposedly knew how to build a deck, and they're going, "No, we don't know how to build a deck." And I'm like, "Lord, what you doing to me here?" Because my resident, she was, I don't think it was what she expected. She was pretty picky about things, so I had her and the kids, and it was a pretty struggling thing, but so doubting was, I came up with I don't know how to word it, but the Lord wants me to step out of my box a little more. He's like, "I'm there for you. Why are you doubting me that I will give you the strength to get this task done?" And so that was kind of my awakening for the week. So I thought this was great. I had a great week. Thanks.
Hello. Let's see. They've covered quite a bit about the week, so I'll just maybe talk about my experience. I really loved my crew. We ended up going to a few different sites. We built a ramp. We were doused in mud because it rained a lot. But it was a lot of fun. And it was actually really fun with a small group this year. You know, it was kind of like, oh, there's not a lot of people, but it ended up being extremely fun because we could get really close to each other, and we're all like BFFs now. But I don't know, the week was a powerful message. I really liked the "why do you doubt" question as well, because, you know, as humans, we're constantly doubting our abilities, doubting God, and doubting, you know, just ourselves. And God really spoke to me saying, you know, not to doubt my abilities, that I can push it further and do things that I thought were unimaginable. So it really gave me I really boosted my confidence this week in my abilities and what I can do in the future, and I think it did for the kids too. But yeah, there's really not much more to say. It was a great week, and we all had a lot of fun, and the message was great.
I just want to add something. Yeah. This is been your what, second year as a leader, or third year? Or is it really? Well, you're just getting like GP a little bit. Anyway, I just wanted to add just a little bit more on the one, do you want to get well? You probably have seen some photos of a cross. It looks like it's psychedelic colors on it and stuff. That was Thursday night, and I thought that was pretty powerful. Everybody was issued a Band-Aid that was colorful, and they had to put a Band-Aid on them. And, you know, and then everybody was very calm, and it was very quiet, and everybody just had to listen for Jesus. And when they thought that they were ready to release everything that they have, any deep down burdens that they have, they could go up to the cross, take the Band-Aid off them, and put it on the cross, and that was really powerful. What you find in these kids, and what you find is that they believe that there's deep, deep wounds that they think that Jesus will not take away. And that saddens my heart. But, you know, with our kids, I tell you what, they're getting it, and they know that they can give it all to Him, and that, you know, they're going to have doubt. They're going to have situations where they screw up, and it's okay. It's just, you just got to remember what you stand for. You guys looking at me? Look at me. You got to remember what you stand for. Seriously. And all throughout your life.